Have you heard about sunblocking?
What, like sun cream?
No, sunblocking. It's the idea that basically the government is trying to put chemicals and things into jet fuel in order to try and block the sun.
Why?
In the name of trying to cool down the atmosphere because of, you know, what could be global warming.
Yeah.
Whether you agree with that or not. Do you think it's a good idea?
What, trying to block the sun? Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it's stopping global warming.
Do you think it's a bit strange that we need the sun for the solar panels, but then we're blocking the sun, so we're not going to get any energy from it?
Well, I imagine it's not blocking like the whole sun entirely. It would be like harmful UV rays and stuff like that. I imagine it's a bit more complicated than just blocking out.
Yeah, it's quite complicated, but it's just, you know, it's that debate whether climate change is caused by man. Do you think there's any debate to be had? Do you think there could be a conversation, or do you think no?
What do you mean, like conversation, like if it's right or wrong?
Yeah, essentially.
I guess a proper process to make sure it's actually like it's going to work. It's not going to do more damage.
So how do you feel that our government is trying to block the sun?
In England, we don't need to block the sun. We have so little of the sun, we don't need it.
Do you think that there could be some issues with blocking it, though? If we did, you know, on a sunny day, for example, do you think there could be issues with that? Do we need the sun?
Of course we need the sun. The sun is life everywhere. And if we start doing crazy things with the nature, we are going to pay back. The nature will pay us back. This is what happened in Dubai, you remember? The flood? They never had it. But they play with the nature, and this is it.
So how do you feel about geoengineering? I don't know if you've heard that term. It's the idea that we can control the weather, we can cause rain, we can block the sun.
I don't think we should do this. No. We shouldn't do it because it will be a catastrophe.
What do you think about sun blocking? The idea that basically we put certain things into jet fuel in order to block the sun to try and keep the planet cooler, to try and fight man-made climate change, if that's a real thing.
Is it a real thing?
Do you think it's a good idea?
Depends on the cost. Because with that, then his cost of flight's going to go up astronomically because of this stuff we're putting in the fuel.
Yeah.
That would be my only concern, really. The prices go up, and we're the one that's going to be paying it all. I know we've got to save the planet, don't get me wrong, but maybe at first it might be really high and then come down in price. You don't know, depends how they develop it.
How do you feel about kind of the lack of conversation and lack of debate there around whether...
I've never heard anything apart from what you've just said.
Yeah, well, have a little bit of a research. It's interesting. Thank you. In the UK,
Yeah.
they're trying to block the sun through something called geoengineering. Do you think that's a good idea or a bad idea?
Absolutely not.
Why do you think that?
Well, why blocking the sun? Why shading? Can I say shading? Shade in England? No, it's not a good idea.
In Italy, what would Italians do if they wanted to block the sun?
A revolution.
Okay, so we're halfway through, and what I've found is essentially people don't agree with sun blocking, but they do buy into the idea that climate change is caused by human beings. Now, this needs to be publicly debated. Personally, I don't believe in man-made climate change. I believe it's a natural progression. However, I'm very happy to have that debate. That's what I've been trying to do today. I've been trying to sort of introduce my opinion whilst also discuss the complications with blocking the sun, which, regardless of whether you believe in man-made climate change or not, I don't believe is a good solution. So let's keep going. Let's see if we can get some more perspective. It's the idea that we basically put stuff in our jet fuel for like planes and stuff, and then it goes up into the sky from planes and then it blocks our sun. Do you think that's a good idea?
No.
Why do you think that?
Because we need sun.
It's bad for the environment.
We need vitamin D, you know? Like
I don't do geography.
No, you don't need to do geography. Like, I ask anyone that basic question, like, should we block the sun? And the instant answer is like, no. But when I introduce the fact, right, that they're doing it because of global warming, what do you say there?
no, I think that's kind of stupid, realistically.
I agree.
What do you mean they're doing it for global warming?
So it's the idea if we block the sun out, it will like reduce how much we warm
Well, not
the
really,
UK.
because it's still going to go in.
Realistically, that's so silly.
Yeah, and also the kind of stuff that is being put into the jet fuel isn't very good. It's not
Let's
good
not
for
go
our
to
health.
global warming and climate and everything.
Don't we need our sun?
Exactly.
Yeah, so why are they doing it?
Do you think that with all like the climate change stuff, do you think they're kind of going a bit crazy on it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely over-exaggerated, like, you know, just let people live.
Do you think it's a good idea?
No.
Why do you think that?
Well, I think there are other ways to fix the problem rather than a kind of short-term injecting more stuff into the atmosphere approach.
Yeah, and do you think this should be debated?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you think we have much debate in the UK?
No.
I've just come back from Rhodes and it was boiling hot out there.
What do you think the problems with blocking the sun are?
Well, we need that vitamin D. We need that vitamin in our bodies.
We should have a right to choose whether that's a good enough decision for everyone else.
No,
We should
absolutely.
have the right to say something to change it.
Do you think that we're prioritising the right things here?
No, definitely
I think they
not.
should clean the Thames.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, there's so many homeless people and like people that need the money, but they're choosing it for something so silly.
I think we should prioritise on focusing on reducing our usage of energy in like fossil fuels and other ways to prevent global warming. And instead of spending money on useless things like that, like spending it on something that's...
Yeah, if there's not enough sun, photosynthesis won't occur.
Exactly.
That's very true. Have you ever heard of the idea that maybe climate change isn't caused by human beings?
No, I disagree.
Well, a lot of people do disagree with that, but do you think that's debated enough? Because do you think in school you're given that access to that kind of debate?
Not really.
No, because then at the end of the day, like we do, as humans, we do put a lot of strain on the environment. So like having a debate that it's not us is just going to make the problem worse.
Okay, so the people basically agree. Once you explain what geoengineering is and what sunblocking is, they know that's not a good idea. And as I say, regardless of whether you believe in man-made climate change or not, the way to solve that is definitely not through cloud seeding or geoengineering or any form of blocking the sun. Thank you very much. My name is Montgomery Toms, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.